we have some interesting news coming out from Deadline about Power Rangers, Super Sentai, and Toei. And yeah, it's something huge that gives us more hope into what's going on and kind of a major big look. Deadline brought out an article, International Distributors Toei President and CEO unpacks Japanese studio's $2 billion global expansion strategy. And to be fair, let's just say it's something that they want to do, and it's something that I am very kind of, why didn't they do that before? Now, there's quite a lot in this article, and it's not a lot that we want to kind of look into. Go read it, it's actually quite interesting. But majority is the fact that they say, like, Toei Company is also, or Toei Co, is also a major shareholder in Toei Animation, which produces hot anime franchises including Dragon Ball, One Piece, Saint Seiya, Slam Dunk, and Sailor Moon. While the two companies are under separate management, Toei Co is handling live action remake rights to Toei Animation content internationally. Now, there's a lot of stuff out there that to me that they could easily do, and I have a feeling that with their live action remake that they're doing, I generally think that we will see stuff like Kamen Rider. We will see more companies take on loads of different things, which could be really interesting. Paragraphs like this, but North America is also a huge market, so of course we would want to roll out there as well. We'd like to work on partnership and affiliations, trying to bridge the gap we have currently. We're starting with production, so we're looking for partners that can co-produce and create. The idea to produce content that will work why would I say work in the North American market. So this here I think is a big part, because anyone, like, so far when it comes to adapting whatever Sentai or whatnot, it's only ever been one company, and it was, first of all, it was Saban, then it was obviously Disney, then Saban again, and then Hasbro. So it means that now could someone else come along and go, hey, I want to get the rights to Kamen Rider, and then they do the adaptation, they do what they want? Or can someone say, hey, okay, we want to take that Kamen Rider, we want to turn it into Masked Rider, and we want to do something completely different? And it could be any company that could come along and go, do you know what, I kind of want to make that. And that is kind of like really, really cool, because to me, I generally think that they could make whatever that they want. They are putting a lot of money into this, $2 billion right now. That is a lot to kind of expand into what they want. Do I think that it's going to be mainly the tokusatsu? No, I think it's going to be mainly anime and stuff. They want to get out there. They want to make money, and that's absolutely fine. Just don't copyright strike people when they use your content, Toei. We don't want this. We want the good stuff. But you know what I mean? Right now, we're seeing a huge thing, but that's not what I want to point out. We also want to look at how we can expand our existing tokusatsu special effects franchises, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and Power Rangers. This has always been Toei's forte, and we're hoping to expand these properties, Yoshimura says. They want to expand this, and again, this isn't the main thing that I want to kind of talk about. This is part of the article which I want to kind of point out. Now, this point up here, fine, it's basically, in Japan, manga artists are highly regarded and usually retain the rights to their creation. So while Toei Animation produces the One Piece anime series, Netflix worked directly with its creator, Oda, on the live action series. Likewise, Toei and Saban are not involved in the live action remake of Power Rangers, currently in the works at Disney+, as Hasbro acquired the international rights, excluding Asia, to the franchise in 2018. However, Toei has an experienced international production and licensing team on hand to help potential partners navigate this complex license or landscape. This to me screams quite a bit. So now we know that there is definitely in works, with Power Rangers. We know that 100% right now. Also, how is this going to look? I generally think right now what we are getting is going to be a complete and utter brand new thing. I don't think we're going to see any of the Zord footage. We definitely won't, to be fair. We're not going to see anything that is like Super Sentai. When people were saying, hey, we want Kira Major, we want King Oja, Boom Boomja, whatever, we're not going to be getting any of that whatsoever. Not even, oh, okay, well, if we make our own thing, we're going to take our Zord footage. And that's the only thing. It looks like they're completely out, and Hasbro have decided that they are making their own thing. Now, we're going to get people that are going to be like, they're going to make boring suits. They're going to make boring whatever. We have no idea what they have, but I feel like they're going to put a lot more into this than we are normally going to get. And this is a huge thing, because this is all going to be original. They could keep the tokusatsu like spirit in there and do the same thing. Rangers, Zord footage, giant monsters, whatever. Or we could get something completely different, which could generally not be like that. Who knows? We have no idea when it comes to this. But generally, could someone take the tokusatsu element and adapt Super Sentai? Could someone else come along and be like, hey, we're going to make the Sentai Warriors? Or they could make whatever and say, do you know what? We're going to make Power Rangers. Does now Hasbro have the the rights to this because they've pulled out? Or is someone going to come along and go, hey, yeah, we want that because you're not using any Sentai elements? There is a ton of things that I think would be really fantastic in this. And also, it just means that someone else could come along and go, I want the rights to that now. And then they could make whatever that they want. They could make Kamen Rider. But yeah, like, who knows what could happen between this? I generally think this is going to be a really, really big thing moving forward when it comes to Power Rangers. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this could be a really, really good thing. If you have some of the elements, or maybe not, just actually do it completely different. But yeah, I generally think that there's quite a lot in this one. I might make some videos on this because I generally think this is a really, really interesting article. I do generally think it's going to be mainly anime and manga because obviously anime is absolutely huge right now. But if someone does want to come along and say, hey, we want to make our own version of Sentai, you know, Toei is going to be like, hell yeah, we've had like 30 years experience, so yeah, let's cut a deal. Or could this now mean that anyone could license it out? So it's not just like big companies, a small company could come in. Like hell, if I had the money, I could go and license that out if I want to and go make my own thing. But you know, there is tons of stuff like that could actually happen. It's not just under one company now. It could be loads of companies. You could have a lot of people that could come now and be like, hey, we want to make our own Sentai, we want to make our own Kamen Rider, and it could be an absolutely huge thing. I generally think that this could open the door to a lot of stuff and stop mainly Hasbro or whoever wants to buy it next have this entire market on one genre. Like, you can't, no one else can make Power Rangers. No, it's only us. This could open up a huge thing. This is a really, really cool thing. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to leave this in the description if you want to go read it. So go, definitely worth reading. So what are your thoughts? Do you think that this is a really good thing, or do you think this is a really bad thing? Are you excited that now Hasbro has moved away from Toei and that they have no involvement in this? What do you think? Let me know down below in the comments and let's discuss. And while you're down there, why not hit the like button, hit subscribe, and yeah, it would help the channel grow. Thank you very much for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimono Cat. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。